Ever wondered what it feels like to command the skies in a $3.9 billion fortress? Picture this. While most of us dream of first-class upgrades, world leaders soar in flying palaces that cost more than entire countries' GDP. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the most extravagant presidential jets ever built. Machines so powerful, so luxurious, that they redefine what it means to travel in style. From $10 million German workhorses to billion-dollar American legends, prepare to discover the secrets behind the world's most exclusive airborne club. And trust me, what you're about to see at number 1 will absolutely blow your mind. Number 10, Airbus A340313, Germany, $10 million. Starting our countdown is Germany's Airbus A340313. But don't let that quote-unquote modest $10 million price tag fool you. This isn't just any aircraft. It's a symbol of resilience that served as the backbone of German diplomacy for over a decade. Named Konrad Adenauer after Germany's legendary post-war chancellor, this jet carried the weight of a nation's leadership from 2011 to 2023. But here's what makes this story fascinating. This wasn't just about luxury, it was about proving that even the most reliable machines have their limits. The A340-300 isn't your average government transport. With a range of 7,280 nautical miles, it could fly non-stop from Berlin to practically anywhere on Earth. Originally designed for 375 passengers, Germany transformed it into a mobile command center for 143 officials, complete with meeting rooms that doubled as crisis management centers and sleeping quarters that let leaders arrive fresh for critical negotiations. But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. On November 2018, during what should have been a routine flight to the G20 summit in Argentina, disaster struck. Electrical problems forced an emergency landing in Cologne, causing Chancellor Angela Merkel to miss crucial summit discussions. Imagine the global implications. World leaders waiting, while Germany's most powerful woman was grounded by technical failures. This wasn't an isolated incident. The aging aircraft began experiencing more frequent breakdowns, turning what should have been Germany's pride into a national embarrassment. By 2023, the writing was on the wall, and Germany finally retired their flying workhorse. Sometimes, even legends must step aside. The Adenauer's replacement cost nearly 10 times more, proving that in the world of presidential aviation, reliability isn't just about comfort. It's about national credibility. Number 9. Dassault Falcon 7X, various countries, $54 million. Now we're entering serious territory. At $54 million, the Dassault Falcon 7X represents everything you want in a presidential aircraft. Cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and French elegance that makes other jets look like flying buses. Here's what sets this bird apart. It's the first business jet with digital fly-by-wire controls. Think of it as having a co-pilot that never gets tired, never makes mistakes, and constantly adjusts every micro detail of the flight. While pilots are focused on the big picture, the Falcon 7X is managing thousands of tiny adjustments every single second. But here's the kicker. This jet has 3 engines instead of the usual 2. Why does this matter? Picture flying over the Pacific Ocean when one engine fails. In a twin-engine jet, you're looking at an emergency landing. In the Falcon 7X, you simply continue to your destination. That's the difference between inconvenience and international incidents. While most luxury jets are gas-guzzling monsters, the Falcon 7X achieves something remarkable. 35% better fuel efficiency than its competitors. It can fly nearly 6,000 miles non-stop, meaning a direct flight from Paris to New York without breaking a sweat. Step inside, and you're not just in an aircraft. You're in a 3-zone sanctuary. One area serves as a mobile office, where world-changing decisions happen at 40,000 feet. Another transforms into a dining room, where state dinners occur above the clouds. The third becomes a private retreat, where leaders can rest between crisis meetings. The cabin maintains noise levels below 50 decibels, quieter than most luxury cars. It's not just transportation, it's a sensory experience designed to keep leaders sharp and focused. Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa added this marvel to his fleet in 2023, joining an exclusive club of leaders who understand that true power travels in style. Number 8. Boeing 767-200ER Zimbabwe, $217 million. Speaking of Zimbabwe, let's talk about controversy. At $217 million, Zimbabwe's Boeing 767-200ER isn't just expensive. It's a political lightning rod that continues to spark heated debates across the nation. This wasn't originally a presidential jet. Boeing designed the 767-200ER as a commercial workhorse for 255 passengers. But Zimbabwe had different plans. They gutted the interior and rebuilt it for just 40 people, transforming economy-class cramping into first-class luxury that rivals five-star hotels. Picture walking into a space where every surface screams wealth. Plush leather seats that cost more than most cars. A conference area where billion-dollar deals are discussed while cruising at 40,000 feet. Private spaces designed for rest that offer more comfort than most people's bedrooms. High-tech communication systems ensure the president remains connected to every corner of Zimbabwe, even while flying over remote continents. This isn't just a plane, it's a mobile seat of the government. The 767-200ER's twin engines deliver maximum reliability for transcontinental flights. The wide-body design provides stability even in turbulent conditions, ensuring smooth rides during critical diplomatic missions. When you're carrying the hopes and fears of a nation, mechanical failure isn't an option. But here's where things get complicated. Zimbabwe faces significant economic challenges, with many citizens struggling to afford basic necessities. Critics argue that $217 million could have built hospitals, schools, or infrastructure that would benefit millions of people. Supporters counter that presidential credibility requires impressive transportation. When Zimbabwe's leader arrives at international summits, the aircraft sends a message about the nation's status and ambitions. It's a rare example of a presidential jet earning its keep. Number 7. Boeing 747-430 Brunei, $220 million. Now we're entering the realm of the truly extraordinary. The Sultan of Brunei's Boeing 747-430 isn't just a jet. It's a flying testament to what happens when unlimited wealth meets unlimited imagination. At $220 million total investment, $100 million for the aircraft, $120 million for customization. This isn't transportation, it's a statement. The Sultan didn't just buy a plane, he created a masterpiece that redefines luxury aviation. Gold isn't just an accent here, it's everywhere. Wash basins, toilet handles, decorative elements throughout the cabin. But that's just the beginning. Lalique crystal adds elegance that catches light at every angle, creating an almost ethereal atmosphere at cruising altitude. The main cabin features solid wood panels that would be at home in European palaces. Fine leather seats aren't just comfortable, they're works of art crafted by master artisans. Every surface, every detail has been considered and perfected. The huge lounge area can accommodate state receptions in the air. The master bedroom rivals suites in the world's most exclusive hotels, offering ultimate comfort during transcontinental flights. The dining room features professional-grade kitchen appliances and dedicated space for private chefs who prepare gourmet meals that would impress Michelin-starred restaurants. The upper level houses a conference room where the Sultan can conduct state business while traveling. This isn't just luxury, it's practical governance that allows him to manage Brunei's affairs, regardless of location. This aircraft represents something deeper than wealth. It's about maintaining the dignity and prestige that comes with leading a nation rich in natural resources. Every flight becomes a diplomatic statement. Every arrival, a demonstration of Brunei's prosperity and sophistication. Number 6. Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, Mexico, $239 million. Here's where our story takes a dramatic political turn. Mexico's Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner became the center of a presidential scandal that reached the highest levels of government and sparked a national debate about priorities and values. The Dreamliner represents the cutting edge of aviation technology. At $239 million, this wasn't just expensive, it was revolutionary. The 787-8 can fly over 7,300 nautical miles non-stop, powered by 2 Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines that deliver both power and efficiency. With a cruising speed of 913 kilometers per hour and a top speed of 954 kilometers per hour, this jet could handle any diplomatic mission with speed and reliability that older aircraft couldn't match. While commercial 787-8s accommodate over 200 passengers, Mexico's version was designed for just 80 people. The presidential suite included a private bedroom and bathroom that rivaled luxury hotels. Meeting rooms allowed for airborne cabinet sessions, while the dining area could host state dinners at cruising altitude. Every inch was designed to ensure productivity and comfort during long international flights. This wasn't just transportation, it was a mobile extension of the presidential palace. Then came 2018, and President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. He took one look at the $239 million jet and declared it a symbol of everything wrong with government excess. In a move that shocked the aviation world, he refused to use the aircraft and ordered it sold immediately. But selling a customized presidential jet isn't like selling a car. For years, the Dreamliner sat unused while the government desperately searched for buyers. The highly specialized interior made it unsuitable for most airlines, and few individuals could afford such an expensive toy. Finally, in 2023, Tajikistan purchased the aircraft for just $92 million, less than half its original cost. The Mexican government used the proceeds to build 2 hospitals in underserved areas, turning a symbol of luxury into a tool for public health. This story reveals the complex relationship between presidential prestige and public priorities. Sometimes the most expensive choice isn't the right choice. Number 5. Boeing 747-400, China, $260 million. China's approach to presidential aviation reveals something fascinating about efficiency and practicality. At $260 million each, China operates 2 Boeing 747-400s with a system so clever that it revolutionizes how we think about government aircraft. Here's what makes China's system brilliant. These jets live double lives. When President Xi Jinping needs to travel for state visits, the aircraft are rapidly converted into flying palaces with private meeting rooms, bedrooms, and living areas that rival any presidential residence. But here's the kicker. When the president doesn't need them, they return to Air China's commercial fleet as regular passenger aircraft. This means China gets presidential luxury when needed and profitable airline service when it's not. Picture the logistics involved. Before a state visit, teams of specialists descend on these aircraft. The standard 344-passenger layout disappears, replaced by exclusive spaces designed for diplomacy and governance. Communication systems are installed, security measures activated, and the interior transformed into a mobile command center. After the official trip ends, the process reverses. The presidential modifications are removed. Commercial seating is reinstalled, and the jet returns to flying regular passengers around the world. This system saves enormous amounts of money compared to dedicated presidential aircraft that sit unused between trips. Instead of having expensive jets gathering dust in hangars, China maximizes their utility and return on investment. In 2015, when President Xi visited the United States, one of these 747-400s served as his flying office and residence. The aircraft was equipped with everything needed for crucial diplomatic discussions and comfortable rest during the long Pacific crossing. Once the summit concluded, the jet shed its presidential modifications and rejoined Air China's fleet, continuing to generate revenue as a commercial aircraft. This approach gives China flexibility that dedicated presidential aircraft can't match. Need to carry a large delegation? No problem. Want to project power through impressive transportation? Done. Need to maintain cost efficiency? Already built into the system. China's solution impresses aviation experts worldwide, proving that sometimes the smartest approach isn't the most traditional one. Number 4. Airbus A340313, Jordan, $330 million. Jordan's Airbus A340-600 represents something special in the world of presidential aviation. It's not just about luxury, it's about commanding respect through sheer presence and engineering excellence. At 76 meters long, this is one of the longest passenger aircraft ever built. When Jordan's leadership arrives at international airports, the 340-600 makes a statement before anyone even steps off the plane. Size matters in diplomatic circles, and this jet delivers presence in spades. What sets this aircraft apart are its 4 Rolls-Royce Trent 500 engines. While most modern jets use twin engines for efficiency, Jordan chose 4 for absolute reliability. The logic is simple. When you're carrying a nation's leadership over vast distances, redundancy isn't luxury, it's a necessity. These engines deliver remarkable range capabilities, allowing non-stop flights across continents without worrying about fuel stops or technical delays. When diplomatic timing is critical, this reliability becomes invaluable. While a standard A340-600 accommodates over 300 passengers, Jordan's version prioritizes space and comfort over capacity. Private bedrooms offer rest facilities that rival the finest hotels. Meeting rooms allow for airborne cabinet sessions, where sensitive state matters can be discussed in complete privacy. The dining areas don't just serve meals, they host diplomatic dinners where international relationships are built and maintained. Every space is designed to facilitate the complex work of governing a nation while in transit. For Jordan, this aircraft serves strategic purposes beyond transportation. In a region where image and prestige influence diplomatic outcomes, arriving in a $330 million aircraft sends clear messages about stability, prosperity, and international standing. While newer, more fuel-efficient aircraft are becoming available, the A340-600 continues serving Jordan's needs effectively. The question isn't whether to upgrade, but when, and whether any replacement could match the impressive presence this aircraft commands. The jet remains a crucial tool for Jordan's international relations, carrying leadership to crucial meetings where the nation's future is shaped and decided. Number 3. Boeing 777-300 ER, Bangladesh, $375 million. Bangladesh's Boeing 777-300 ER tells a story of smart economics and modern efficiency. At $375 million, this aircraft demonstrates how developing nations can access presidential luxury while maintaining practical financial sense. The 777-300ER is renowned as one of the most fuel-efficient long-haul aircraft ever built. For a country like Bangladesh, where every dollar matters, this efficiency translates into significant savings over the aircraft's operational lifetime. The jet can fly non-stop for hours across vast distances, making it perfect for international diplomatic missions. Whether traveling to Europe for climate change discussions or to Asia for trade negotiations, the aircraft handles any route with reliability and comfort. Here's what makes Bangladesh's approach brilliant. When not serving presidential duties, the aircraft operates as part of Biman Bangladesh Airlines' commercial fleet. This means the jet earns revenue on regular passenger routes, helping offset the enormous costs of ownership and maintenance. This dual-purpose system allows Bangladesh to access presidential luxury without the full financial burden of a dedicated government aircraft. It's smart economics that other developing nations are beginning to emulate. The 777-300ER incorporates cutting-edge aviation technology that enhances both safety and comfort. Advanced systems monitor every aspect of flight performance, while modern communication equipment keeps government officials connected to home, regardless of location. The aircraft's interior can be rapidly reconfigured depending on mission requirements. For presidential use, it offers business-class comfort and private spaces for sensitive discussions. For commercial operations, it can accommodate up to 419 passengers in a standard layout. This flexibility maximizes the aircraft's utility and ensures Bangladesh gets maximum value from their investment. For Bangladesh, having access to such advanced presidential transportation enhances the nation's international standing. When leaders arrive at global summits in a modern, efficient aircraft, it projects competence and progress that supports diplomatic objectives. The 777-300ER represents Bangladesh's commitment to balancing fiscal responsibility with the dignity required for effective international leadership. Number 2, Airbus A380, Saudi Arabia, $500 million. Now we enter the realm of the truly extraordinary. A project so ambitious, so outrageously luxurious, that it would have redefined what's possible in private aviation. Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal's planned Airbus A380 represents the ultimate what could have been story. The A380 is the world's largest passenger aircraft, a double-decker giant that typically carries 500-plus passengers. Prince Al-Walid looked at this massive space and saw unlimited potential for the ultimate flying palace. At a planned cost of $500 million, $300 million for the aircraft, $200 million for customization. This would have been aviation history. The design called for 3 distinct levels connected by both an elevator and a grand spiral staircase. Imagine boarding a plane and being greeted by architecture that rivals the world's finest palaces. The spiral staircase alone would have been an engineering marvel, creating a sense of grandeur that no aircraft had ever achieved. The planned features read like a fantasy, a full concert hall where live musicians could perform at 40,000 feet, a Turkish bath for ultimate relaxation during long flights, a prayer room with rotating prayer mats that automatically oriented toward Mecca, regardless of the aircraft's position. And get this, a garage capable of carrying the Prince's Rolls-Royce. The living quarters would have surpassed the world's finest hotels. Multiple luxury bedrooms with ensuite facilities, a formal dining room with professional kitchen facilities, and a boardroom for conducting international business at cruising altitude. Every surface would have featured the finest materials money could buy: rare woods, precious metals, custom fabrics, and artistic details that would have made the aircraft a flying museum of luxury. Then, in 2013, everything stopped. Prince Al-Walid sold the A380 before delivery, and the dream died. The reasons remain unclear. Some speculate about the enormous operating costs, others about changing priorities, whatever the cause. The aviation world lost what would have been its most spectacular private aircraft. Private A380s remain extraordinarily rare because of their massive size and operating costs. Airlines use them to carry hundreds of passengers on high-demand routes, but converting one for private use requires resources that only a handful of individuals possess. The Prince's abandoned project reminds us that even unlimited wealth has practical limits, and sometimes the most ambitious dreams remain just that. Dreams number 1. Air Force One, United States, $3.9 billion. And now, the absolute pinnacle of presidential aviation, an aircraft so advanced, so protected, and so expensive that it exists in a category entirely its own. At $3.9 billion, Air Force One isn't just transportation. It's a flying symbol of American power that commands respect from every corner of the globe. Air Force One actually consists of 2 identical Boeing 747-200B aircraft, designated VC-25A. This redundancy ensures that American presidential operations never face delays due to mechanical issues. When one aircraft requires maintenance, the other stands ready. When threats emerge, both can be deployed for maximum security. These aircraft function as mobile command centers capable of running the entire U.S. government from 40,000 feet. Advanced communication systems allow the president to contact any world leader, military commander, or government official instantly. During crises, Air Force One becomes a flying Pentagon where world-changing decisions happen above the clouds. The defense systems aboard Air Force One remain highly classified, but experts believe they rival those of military combat aircraft. Electronic countermeasures, defensive systems, and security protocols are designed to handle any conceivable threat. These aircraft can function in environments where commercial jets couldn't survive. Inside, Air Force One offers accommodations that surpass most luxury hotels. The presidential suite includes a private office where global affairs are managed, a bedroom for rest during transcontinental flights, and a bathroom with facilities that ensure comfort during extended missions. Conference rooms allow for cabinet meetings at cruising altitude. Workspaces accommodate staff members who keep the government functioning, regardless of location. The medical facility can serve as a fully functional operating room if emergencies arise. The onboard kitchen can prepare meals for everyone aboard, using ingredients that meet the highest security standards. Presidential dining isn't just about comfort, it's about ensuring safety through controlled food sources and preparation. Boeing is currently building 2 new Air Force One aircraft, designated VC-25B, based on the more modern 747-8 platform. These new aircraft will feature updated technology, better fuel efficiency, and enhanced capabilities. Expected delivery is 2027 to 2028, though delays have pushed back the timeline. The new aircraft will incorporate decades of technological advancement while maintaining the security and capabilities that make Air Force One unique. Enhanced communication systems, improved defensive measures, and modern amenities will ensure American presidential operations remain at the cutting edge. At $3.9 billion, Air Force One represents more than expense. It embodies American technological capability and global influence. When these aircraft appear at international airports, they announce the arrival of the world's most powerful leader. Aboard the world's most advanced aircraft, every other presidential aircraft on our list aspires to what Air Force One achieves: the perfect combination of luxury, security, technology, and symbolic power. It sets the standard that other nations attempt to match, but rarely achieve. Air Force One doesn't just transport the American president, it projects American power, sophistication, and technological supremacy to every corner of the world. At $3.9 billion, it's not just the most expensive presidential aircraft, it's the most capable mobile command center ever created.